Oh no, well, yeah.
It's like that. I don't know if you ever watched Curb Your Enthusiasm, but he's like, "Why you got to send me a save the date to tell me you're going to send me an invite? Just send me the invite." Like, and I agree. It's like, what the fuck is the
No,
point of
I,
save the
I
date?
do agree with that.
Yeah, of course.
My girlfriend today, she was like, "Wait, his wedding's in April, and like you haven't gotten to save the date yet." I'm like, I don't know. I guess they're moving slow.
Bro, like, what's the point of doing the? Yeah, I don't know. Cool. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. So we are absolutely in the rush. I have a stable of stallions running with me. Look at my Twitter feed right now. Look at my Twitter feed. I'm getting tagged. Boom, left, right, center, bang, here, 50K this, 70K that, 100% growth that, 100 order FBM here, there. I want that for all you guys watching the stream right now too, even if you're watching the replay, right? So whether that means we all got to sell the Xboxes, right? Everyone's got to delete Fortnite, right? Snapchat, Instagram, gone, right? Whatever we got to do to get these FBM orders fulfilled. Yeah, some of my stallions are in here as we speak. By the way, too, for anyone who wants a free lead, Garrett's hat was in stock at Tennis Warehouse for $11 earlier this week. It's currently out of stock. Monitor that link. It's profitable if it comes back in stock.
It's also a quality hat for the personal.
I've sold a couple thousand of those back in the day.
We both have, yeah.
Money Monday. Okay, all right, ladies and gents, give us some FBM totals in the chat. Give us some FBM totals on the day. Right? Let's hear it, right? Any 100 balls, right? Elijah, I expect 100 ball from, and Jake, I expect 100 ball from minimum. This time last year, I was in the midst of a 2,500 orders in 2 days bender. Actually, yeah.
That is a long 2-day period.
She was worth it, man. She was worth it. I remember
he had a good setup though, so it was like as efficient as an inefficient process can be.
Three pickups a day. Pre-packaging like a demon, right? 200K rolling 7 days was my record.
And how many heads did you have at this point last year? Like 3, all in different shifts?
It wasn't, I don't know. I was doing a lot of it myself because dudes like had real life stuff to do and everything. How do you buy in bulk from Nike? You just place a bunch of orders at 10, dude. They don't cancel.
Is that the max 10?
Well, it's 10 per order, but I've done 40 orders in a day before, Cool. By the way, too, guys, we got free live training going down tomorrow night. Make sure you register for that, especially if you're interested in a lot of product research sauce. There's a bunch of good stuff on there that we don't share on YouTube that we're going to share there, which is pretty gangster. Coming up on 32. Bang. 32K December. Bang. Bro, my dog's going to put up a 500 ball. I remember when Buddy was asking on Ganim questions, right? It was not too long ago that he was asking on Ganim questions.
Things change quick.
Yeah, bro. You grab it and you squeeze it and you never let go. You just keep parlaying it into a bigger bag. Yes, buy FBM replenish. Yep. Some absolutely absurd OA sales are going down right too. I've been deploying all my coaching students on them. Can't wait. Cool. Sweet. Sounds good, David. Corey Body, what's up in your world? It feels like a minute since we last Money Monday'd.
Does it? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like my weeks always go by quickly when I jump on these calls because it's like once we're on it, I feel like we were on the most recent one not too long ago, but then it's like, oh, it's been a week. But yeah, not much, man. I mean, things are going good. We launched a couple of bundles recently, and they're doing really well. They've taken off, so we're going to kind of double down on those and then look to launch a couple more before the end of the year. But it's pretty much just been business as usual. We don't do a ton of seasonal, and things are good, man. I spent the whole day today writing and recording content, so I got some good stuff in the pipeline for you guys coming up that I'm excited about.
Oh, that's sick.
If I set up my min-max with my repricer, do I have to set up my min-max in Star Central? No, there's no such thing as a min-max in Star Central unless you're using Amazon's in-house repricer, which I would not recommend doing. If you guys want help setting up the repricer, watch my if you just search Flips4Miles repricer, you'll find a good store on YouTube too. Corey, let me sell in your bundles. Whoa. That's a little.
Jimmy said I could sell in his. That's what this person said. Then hey, sell in Jimmy's. Not mine.
That's Prodigy. We've been over this. That's the 14-year-old demon.
Right. Yeah.
Did you guys make the same? Are you on the same listing, or are you guys each making your own?
So we're making, like, he's working on some of his own. I'm working on some of my own, but then we're collaborating on a couple where we're working with the same manufacturer.
Yeah, I was talking to Jimmy about it yesterday. That stuff's pretty cool.
Jim Body.
Yeah, it's cool. It's almost like an entire niche. Someone said, Corey, are you doing bundles on your own brand? Yep.
Damn, that's gangster. So that's going to teach you a ton for private labels online too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very similar. It's almost like it's basically like a hybrid between wholesale and private label.
The one thing I was looking through yesterday and today, it was like, so if you take your own storefront and plug it into, are you trying to show something?
Yeah, but go first.
If you take your own storefront and plug it into Keeper Product Finder,
not respectful.
that shows like frequently bought together. So that's immediately a list of potential bundle ideas and things that are probably not already made with a listing.
Yeah, and Smart Scout has I don't know what the actual tool within Smart Scout is, but it's got some sort of internal tool that it'll show you like a big map of things that are bought together. That's how Jimmy's doing all of his bundle research as far as I know. And he's come up with some really good ideas. We've been chatting at length about it almost every day.
Okay, look at all this. Look at all this FBM running right here.
Yeah, I've been getting tagged in a bunch too. Like some of these guys are crushing it.
Print the wealth. Print the wealth. Yeah, look like all right. See, now we're gonna get into it. Here we go. Boom. Shout out Lacey and Natalie. Bang. My dog Millie with the 10 bands. Boom. Mo's got trailing 50K on 30 days. Boom. Right there. I mean, it just doesn't stop. Like it just doesn't stop. Like you just got it. You gotta squeeze it. Like you gotta squeeze it. That's taller than like a human right there.
I mean, that's like
how did he get that last one up there, by the way, too?
I was just wondering that. I'm like, how do you even
that's like
that?
3 humans. That's like at least 12, 14 feet high.
Look at this. Missy, they were beginners here. They called up Uncle Flips. They were in the streams. They called up Uncle Flips and said, let's go to work here. Boom. Shout out Matt with his first 10K. My boy Joey, 18-year-old right there. Shout out young King Elijah right there. He's in the stream with us today. Boom. Elijah once again. Right
so somebody said they look like cartel packages right there. There was one of them on my timeline today. Somebody tagged me in it. I swear to God, it literally looked like a police drug bust where they just had like kilos on like stacked on a table. That's exactly what it looked like. I'm like, somebody, no context, somebody would be like, what are you guys doing?
Gotta print the wealth, baby. Come on. We're just freeing people just left and right. Just left and right. Look at that. Bro wasn't even selling last year. Bang. 10 ball.
That's awesome.
Rose up 1,000% month over month. My boy David, young King David, right there.
You missed me. You missed the.
No, I showed it. The KPF.
Yeah. If is that no because of December? Homie's throwing kilograms at us. I don't know.
I'm not very good at math. Somebody said they're doing wholesale Amazon business in the UAE marketplace. That's cool. I know I think that's one of the newer marketplaces. So I assume with newer marketplaces, definitely a smaller buyer pool, but also smaller seller pool too. So probably a lot of opportunity for people that live over there.
Finally got engaged at Nike after a month of getting declined. Ready to pump it. That's it.
Yeah. Bro must have sold the Xbox or something.
Cohen, have you sold the suit yet? Cohen has Cohen sold the suit yet?
Oh yeah, Cohen, did you get rid of the suit actually? By the way, bro, like I sent him an auto ungate ace that was profitable, and he asked me 86 times if it was an auto ungate, and I wouldn't tell him because, like, first of all, why would I send it if it wasn't good? And second of all, go and try and list it, family. What repricer y'all use for kilos? That's an interesting take there. You'll get that. Yeah, squeeze it. It's sitting right there waiting. It's sitting right there at your local outlets. It's sitting on all these beautiful websites that are running sales right now. It's sitting on the KPF price increase searches. It's hidden. You never said it was an auto again. It was not on the list. Family.
Yeah, but it's as easy as taking the ace and listing it into Seller Central yourself and seeing.
It was a challenge, my boy. Right? It was a challenge. Xbox and suit still here. That bodes that might hurt up your unvoting potential. Honestly.
That'll take your buy box percentage down by at least 10%.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? So that we were on a roadmap coaching call last night, and this dude was vaping, and I was like, first of all, no vaping on the calls. Second of all, why would you purposefully lower your buy box share like that with that bad energy right there? And I was like, all right, you need to counter this by videoing on Twitter, sell the Xbox, deleting Snapchat, getting rid of Fortnite. There's some things you can do.
There's a laundry list of things that you can do, and you need to prioritize them.
Yes.
Getting at least 60 minutes of sun every day. Yeah. Touching grass. You haven't been talking about touching the grounding much recently.
Then I look like a dickhead if I'm living in Florida and fucking paradise, right? And everyone and we got people like Corey like purposely living in Illinois.
You
live in North Carolina, but it's the same thing. Like, it's all cold right now.
It's not snowing here like it is in Illinois. That's for sure.
If you're going to smoke on a call, it better be a Chad Sig. See, now I'm not going to confirm nor deny if that statement is correct or not.
Toss that suit out the window ASAP. Yeah, we need that energy. We had the suits. No time for suits around here.
We're about to start the Dr. Huberman watch parties. Yeah, I mess with Huberman.
So Alex, good question. He said, what would you guys recommend for boxes and supplies? What's one recommendation for like quick supplies if you need them ASAP, and then one to be prepared? So if you want to be prepared and try to get a better price, go to theboxery.com, sign up for a wholesale account with the Boxery. And from what I understand, at least back when I was buying from them, they would beat Uline prices, not by a ton, but it was slightly cheaper. And they're based out of New York. But I think if you need something in a pinch, you could get what, like Spartan Industries, like Polybag, stuff like that.
Yeah, you're overthinking it though. Like if you're asking that question and you don't have other kings and queens you can FaceTime immediately to find leads, you're worried about completely the wrong stuff.
Right. In worst case, you can get one that's like 10 cents more at Walmart or Home Depot, or the Polybags from Amazon, or cents on the dollar, right? And any of the options will work.
Yeah, there's snow here in North Dakota, but that's just like North Dakota, like, you know, like it's been, it's been cold.
I couldn't even tell you where North Dakota is. It's somewhere out west, but I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
I've been there before. It sucked. I was there for like a day and a half. It was like the worst day and a half of my life.
What's the FPM like up there?
I've never been. I don't know.
Are you asking me, or are you asking the chat?
I'm checking the cord. Oh shit. Okay, bro, send me a picture of some boxes. Amazing. Cold states are remote. I mean, not really. It's like it's a major detractor. You're not as nimble. Right. Minnesota's a cheat code. If you live in Minnesota, quite literally never seen someone from Minnesota fail. I'm 5 for 5 on coaching students from Minnesota.
Where do they rank in the top 50?
Dude, it's number 1 per capita. Not even close. It's got
PA was number 1.
Nope. No. Because that's the thing. PA is the mecca, right? But on a per capita basis, right? There's more people in PA, so maybe we haven't ran through enough of Minnesota yet. But like, no. Minnesota per capita is number 1. PA is number 2.
And King of Prussia's got to be the capital. It's like the central point. I feel like it's the middle point for every single.
Oh yeah.
Because there's people equivalently north, equivalently south and west. I feel like King of Prussia is the absolute
Philadelphia. Yep. You got all the colleges, right? At equivalent. And then here we go on the Golden Road to Philadelphia. You got the Pottstown Dicks, then you got the Collegeville Dicks, you got the Pottstown Outlets, right? Then you got the KOP Dicks, not to be confused with the KOP Dicks warehouse sale.
I didn't even. You probably haven't heard they made a Nike outlet in the mall.
All right. See, for all now some of you guys probably are in Southeast PA, but you might be a little bit nervous, right? Maybe no one knows you yet, right? Because you haven't overcome the imaginary comfort zone to exist on the internet. Go check that out.
It only opened like not even a month ago.
12.
And then of course you can't forget about Lancaster. Between King of Prussia and Lancaster outlet.
That's not like cut though. I mean, you barely even got Wawa out there.
Yeah, but between the 2 points, there's like 15 Marshalls and like 10 Burlingtons.
And then forget just like all the boys living around there. It's crazy. I mean, it starts to get absurd when you start including those numbers in there too. Yeah.
Michael, he said he's on attempt number 6 for Nike. They will not break me. Sometimes, I think my personal record for invoice attempts was 7. Somebody in the Wholesale Challenge Facebook group today was around like 5 or 6 attempts. Same invoice, no changes. I think what he did to finally get it accepted is in Microsoft Paint or in Preview, whatever, if you have a Mac or whether you have Windows, he circled the name of the product. He put a text box with the ASIN right under it. He circled his bill to. He circled the supplier name. You've got to make it as easy as possible for these seller support reps to just take one look at the document and have every bit of information they need to approve you. Right. So try that if you haven't already.
Miles, did you ever have D'Alessandro's?
No, I haven't been. Is it good?
It's so good. Yeah, that's like the place that Philly is known, like famous for. But luckily, it's not actually in Philly, so you don't have to worry about all that nonsense.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, Pete, we got a link one more time before you leave. I don't know when you're flying back out.
Yeah, how many heads came over on Saturday night?
Like 16, 15.
Why was there no picture? Like, do I have to pull all the weight? Like, do I just it's her in the back a little bit, right? I'm kidding.
Kenna made an appearance.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
My wife is from Minnesota, so by proxy.
That's a good sign. That's a green flag, actually. That means she'll probably FBM with you.
How do y'all handle taxes? We don't. There's CPAs that handle them for us.
I thought you were about to say, yeah, we just don't.
No, I mean, that's
no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Unless you plan on being a professional bookkeeper, then you shouldn't be doing your own bookkeeping.
Yeah, bro. Sawyer did 64K yesterday.
Oh, I was in the Discord with him 25 minutes ago, and he was saying it was one sock ASIN that was 35 or 40K of that ranked 20 in clothing. Literally one ASIN accounted for like 60% of those sales.
Saw that one coming.
Tax evasion for the win. Interesting play there. Good morning, family. Deke Body, what do you have for the day? Best Buy, GameStop. Of course it would. Yeah, all big websites. All big websites work, man.
Deke pulled up. He blessed with the presence. Deke blessed us.
Oh, he did? What? Yeah,
sure.
I didn't think you were going deep like that. That's fire. Damn, bro. I mean, I can't even scroll like the timeline without seeing like an FBM pump, or legit. Like, I mean, dudes we're getting hit. People are waking up to seed oils too.
Steven Body was there. He stole my pickleball rackets.
Oh, that's good too. Okay.
Hate to see it. Deke is topped on inventory.
It's like easier to source now than it has been since like the first 30 minutes of Black Friday because so much stuff's going up in the point too.
Yeah, and I mean, again, right? We talk about it all the time, but the beauty is that we can join so many of these temporary markets without having to worry about tanking, right? We can buy something now at our house in 2 days, sold in 4, right? That sort of flexibility is infinitely powerful because you don't need the years of experience. You don't need the months of experience to validate the product, right? That the quickness of joining in the market and getting out the market is the validation that you need. I wonder what's the quickest time anyone was ungating. I've definitely seen some auto ungates for Nike on the timeline, but again, it's the Twitter exposure, it's the lack of seed oils that will get you.
Oh, I like that, Luke. That's good. That's a good tweet right there. Yeah, your 3-point, like your buy box percentage and your 3-point percentage are correlated, right?
Very closely correlated.
For example, Corey is substantially higher than 6'4" and can't even grab the rim, right? So
I was waiting for something like that.
Yeah. No wonder, bro. Could you dunk at 1 point?
Hell yeah.
Oh, lit.
Is there a video?
You aren't even in your.
No, there's no video proof, unfortunately. I was dunking in like 10th grade. You're
trying to tell me you dunked.
How do you not have that?
That's like Steven Body trying to say he ran a 3:30 marathon, but didn't have a screenshot.
That's a more ridiculous claim than me claiming that I can dunk.
It's how do you dunk the basketball and not have vision?
Let's be clear, I can't today, but back in high school, easy.
Are you grabbing rim right now?
I haven't touched a basketball in 2 years.
But here's the thing. See, now that was.
I told you I'm retired. My knee is ruined.
That was even more of a cell phone than the not being able to dunk currently.
Whatever.
Wait, but but you're like active, you're lifting and stuff. How have you lost so much vertical?
Because I tore my patellar tendon and haven't played sports since.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
you're still young though. Why don't you get fixed?
It got fixed like a week after it happened, but it was like, dude, it fucked me up so bad. I'm like, I'm not playing basketball ever again. It was, dude, when I say my kneecap was literally like my kneecap was practically hanging off of my knee. Like, if that makes any sense, it was disgusting. Like,
you can golf fine?
Yeah. But like it sometimes, like, I don't walk normal like a lot of the time. It's like fuck me up.
Weird.
Seed oils are delicious. Miles would agree with that statement.
Yeah. Any hope if Amazon approved? Dude, yeah. I mean, they approved in December too. How tall is Corey? I'm 5'1"
I say 6'3". I'm like 6'2", but whatever. Everybody adds an inch.
But either way, I mean, it's it is an utter atrocity. You're not giving me at least a rim graze.
I might have to come out of retirement.
You're not even in your athletic prime. Like, if you were a pro athlete, like you'd be just getting into the middle of your prime.
Yeah. What are you? 20, 25, 24?
28.
28.
Yeah, you guys were the same high school class. Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, wait, no.
Garrett, are you like 26?
I just turned 27, yeah.
So you were high school 2014.
Yep, 2014.
Yep. Cool. That's sweet.
Also generic game cases.
Bro, Chaz been pumping the FBM bag.
Got to work on that profile picture, but.
No.
Yeah, I wish I could recognize him.
No. He exists. He's in the roadmap calls right now. He got and something else is pulling him towards greatness because he's getting that FBM buy box too. He like a demon. So
it's the second or third Mark Zuckerberg comment I've gotten on this live. That's a record for this point. We're only 26 minutes in. I feel like usually it's only one or two the whole time.
So how are others able to drop ship on Amazon? No one's allowed to drop ship on Amazon. We don't drop ship on Amazon. How would Amazon find out? Amazon reports income to the IRS.
Well, just to be clear, drop shipping on Amazon is perfectly within terms of service if you do it the right way. Drop shipping from other retailers on Amazon is definitely not allowed. Like if you're drop shipping from Walmart and an Amazon customer gets a Walmart like package, Amazon hates that. You will get shut down very quickly. But if you're drop shipping from a legitimate wholesaler that ships in just a brown box with no invoice, it's called shipping blind, which is perfectly within terms of service. A lot of people, that's their business. But I mean, I personally would rather do online arbitrage or retail arbitrage than drop shipping if I was going to take that approach. If I was doing
I mean, with the same token, right? If you are shipping FBM, you can't, even if you're shipping them, you cannot use anything branded. You can't use Home Depot. You can't use Walmart. You can't use anything branded. It's got to be plain. It's got to be a plain poly mailer, plain box. I mean, because it'll come back to bite you pretty quick.
That couple 20 balls from my boy FBA Trapper.
He was at Fogo, wasn't he?
No. He's California. Thanks for
Jules, that's kind of a good, we're about to call that out. So what's the best way to explain Amazon to the average Joe? So like, I'm curious to hear, Miles and Garrett, like what's your elevator pitch when people ask what you do? Like I always just tell people I buy products in bulk from manufacturers and distributors and resell on Amazon. Like, and when they say it, or just like an abbreviated version would be, I have an e-commerce business.
I just say I own a wholesale business, and if they ask questions, then I'll go deeper. But typically, it's just in passing. That's short, sweet, to the point.
Well, and it's funny because when you tell them, let's say like when you say you're in e-commerce, they either think that you're loaded or they think you're broke. It's like never 100%
of the time they think you're drop shipping.
Every 100% of the time, the follow up question is, so what is that?
Oh, so you're drop shipping, right?
I'm like,
sure. If you want to,
that's so funny.
Like, oh my god.
I don't know, but there's an immediate correlation to anything e-commerce to drop shipping, 100%.
I just feel like it's like the most guru of the guru like models. Like if you've seen an e-com ad, 99% chance it's been a drop shipping ad, and it was like 5 years ago, back when like a lot of people were doing it.
Yeah, use the boxes from Walmart. Yeah, definitely. A Uline box. Yeah, as long as it doesn't have branding from like a big like a retailer that they would buy that item from, which none of the boxes do unless it's coming from that retailer. You're good to go. Yeah, you want to see young flips here? Get ready. Wait for it. All right, here we go.
Speaking of young flips, Danny and I were looking through the old like podcasted episodes. Oh my gosh.
Look at how skinny I was.
You look like a child.
Yeah, see how skinny I am?
But he has the same beard, like he has the same sort of over.
The glasses, I don't think I've ever seen you in glasses.
That shows that you're new too.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
These were showing love too. Oh yeah, yes sir. Buy box Banditsky. Yes sir. Yes sir.
You haven't seen the orange bodies?
He's definitely seen those.
Oh, like the are they blue light blockers?
Danny, this was back when Danny was on the big McDonald's side.
You might be able to see Danny's whip in one of the. See, look at that! Look at how we were at it all day. You could see the time lapse of the sky.
Oh, facts. Yeah. Facts.
Look at it.
Remember you pulled up and I was sun maxing?
Yeah. Oh, I will not. That's one of my favorite Miles Longstreth stories ever. Corey, do you know that story?
Say it again.
He definitely does.
What story?
So I forget. I think it was that time. So Miles had beaten us all to my house, right? And so I was coming home.
Oh, and you walk up and he's like laying in the yard or something.
I was driving down the road, and I see someone, no shirt on, no shoes, just in my front lawn, just like basking in the sunlight. And as I get closer, it's Miles. But I had a deck, I had a backyard like that was private, but he chose the front yard.
That's some like granola shit right there.
Yeah. Right, you got to get the bag. You got to get the sun, and you got to get the bag. You got to fight for it.
I respect it.
Right, they want you to live in Michigan. They want you to live in Illinois. They don't want you getting sun. They don't want you printing wealth with the boys.
They don't want you living in Miami.
Right, yeah. Well, I don't know about that. But yeah, they don't want you getting rich on the internet, right? They want you sitting by yourself, banging your head on the computer, trying to do OA on Nike.com by yourself with no coupon, right? Wondering why those jerks on the YouTube live made it seem so easy, right? You got to find other kings and queens who got to build with them. That's the only way to start.
Jules had another good question here saying, what exactly is the Amazon automation scam? I see a lot of ads about it. And the only reason I want to address it is because for whatever reason, a lot of people fall for it. And basically it's when someone claims, hey, you pay me 10, 20, 30, $50,000. And 6 months from now, I'll build you an Amazon store that's profiting you $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month, right? It's a complete scam. They're basically saying pay a large upfront sum, and then a couple months from now, you'll have a passive income stream coming in. It's a scam 100% of the time. I know multiple smart people actually that
like smart people too.
Dude, like, and it's sad because they prey on people that are like successful and like they're like successful big W-2 earners who like want to be entrepreneurs, but they don't have the time or whatever. They don't have the drive to really start on their own.
Well, the thing is, you don't accumulate 40 racks by being a bozo. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, exactly. Like two of my like good friends, again, big W-2 earners, really smart guys. Both they like paid, I think like 40 grand a piece to this company. Right. And just like, I'm like, why the hell would you not ask me first? I like told them immediately. I'm like, guys, you blew it.
Did they lose the bread?
Hell yeah, every dime.
Fuck.
I mean, one of them, those guys get like sued for massive amounts of money.
Yeah, but they like, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, some of them do, yeah, but like a lot of them just like close up shop.
Yeah.
So stoked to be my first Nike. Yeah, I mean, authenticity are super easy to be as long as you have the receipts and keep everything organized and it matches up, right? That's huge, especially if you're using a prep center. Make sure your billing address matches up to your account, and you're good to go.
It definitely is nerve-wracking the first time, but yeah.
Oh, big time. I've gotten many a Miles stressed out phone calls about those.
The first one I was, oh man, I like low-key think I never even beat that one, but they didn't take I beat like 200 of them.
And a brand review too. I had a couple of those.
Oh, come on. I mean, I've been through many a brand review. Like, oh my God, I've been through many a brand review. Jesus.
So somebody asked, let's see where to go. How do you figure out how to pay yourself? Like, say, for example, I'm profiting $5K a month. So
by not taking like, $5K a month out of the business, first and foremost.
Yeah, definitely don't take all of it. I mean, there's different ways to do it. Like, depends on how you're set up from a tax perspective too. Like, you're probably not to where you're paying yourself like a legit salary W-2. But I mean, I know when starting out, just take like 1% of your Amazon disbursement and take that out as like profit for yourself, right? Anywhere from like 1 to 5%, I think is like enough money to where you're taking a reward for yourself, but you're not crippling the growth of your business. And then once you get to the point where like you're able to pay yourself a salary, talk to a bookkeeper, talk to an accountant, they'll have you set yourself up with like legit payroll and you'll be able to take a salary that way. And then dividends on top of it eventually.
Yeah, just wait till the item gets returned for FBM returns. No problemo.
You and a friend are selling under the same account. First of all, probably not a good idea. What do you think the best way to manage payouts are? I mean, I would just do it on your own, man.
Dude, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that.
Work, you can strategize, you can build the business together by selling under separate accounts, and that's how.
Do it separately. Do it separately for sure.
Yeah, there's no reason to sell under the same account. Like really, when you could each have your own.
I mean, again, you could do all the same things you would if you had your same account by just doing it separately. Goals for 2024. I mean, just keep building, keep after it. Nothing's really going to change for at least my perspective. All the same stuff.
Get rich. Keep getting richer. Keep making you guys richer. Keep meeting the boys. Keep pumping with the boys, right? No complaints. No complaints. Now we'll be back to FBA, right? So you won't hear the 3-letter word out of my mouth. Right, but
as much at least.
Back, right. Make sure, guys, too. Make sure you're taking good notes, good detailed notes.
Yeah.
For next year, that's very, very important.
But Miles, you said we'll be back to FBA, but when do we start FBAing again?
The market tells you when. The market tells you when. Right. Actually, somehow I combated last year in coaching calls. People would ask me 17 times a call when to stop FBAing stuff, and I think I drove that down by like 75% this year. So now I know next year, in all the content to say in every line, the market's going to tell you when to start FBAing again, right? To have the boys prepared, right? Because I made that mistake this year, but I quelled that other major concern last year, so I know what to do for next year.
But I mean, Miles made a good point though, right? Even if you're not taking all that, maybe you don't have the capital, right, that you would hope for in Q4. Maybe you were a little late in terms of really not taking advantage of all the offerings that Q4 has. You can still be learning. You can still be improving, right? When did sales start to pick up? Maybe what particular weeks sales picked up? When were some of the big sales? Obviously, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, but when were the good sourcing times? What sorts of products picked up, right? What sorts of price points were you expecting? All these sorts of things, right? What sorts of sellers maybe were selling a lot of Q4 seasonal stuff? All these sorts of things, the more you document this year, the more you can use this Q4 as kind of a jumping stone for next year.
Not sure what you mean, Johanna. You're gonna have to toggle on FBM each time. Do you have any one-on-one coaching? Yeah, so my coaching program is linked down below in the description if you guys are interested. Then we have a free training going out tomorrow night as well. So I definitely recommend getting registered for that. I'm gonna go over a ton of beginner game, Q4 game, getting set up for 2024, etc.
I mean, you're just gonna want to like estimate. So just do some quick mental math in terms of like what shipping costs will be, right? You can toggle the FBM FBA button, and then on top of that, you're gonna want to know, well, am I gonna be shipping it for $5, $6, $8, whatever the case may be? If it's under a pound, it's gonna be like $4 or $5. If it's over a pound, it's probably gonna be like $8 or $9, and just use those as estimations.
I cannot get ungated in anything and everything I'm approved for. So that's the wrong attitude to treat with this. You gotta understand, there are people way dumber than you that have figured out the ungated thing. I promise you. Just watch the tutorials and it will work. I promise you.
Any opinion on selling items that require transparency barcode? Thanks. So I actually came out with a YouTube video today. That's today's upload is talking all about the transparency program and how you can use that program to land exclusives with brands and also just help brands kind of lock down their supply chain. But as far as opinion on selling items with transparency, I think that's a huge moat, right? So if you're buying directly from the brand and you have the ability to get the transparency codes, then huge competitive advantage because a lot of other sellers can't get those. But if you're talking about like just an OA product or just like any product that you're buying from a distributor, if they don't have those transparency codes on them, you can't sell them FBA, you can't sell them FBM. So make sure if you're doing wholesale before you place that order, if the listing is transparency enabled, verify with your supplier that the codes are going to come included, because if they don't, you can't really return that product and you're going to be stuck with it.
Can you guys throw into the chat who I need to tag? No, you got to figure that out on your own, man. You got to do some scrolling. I love you, Barry, but you got to look who else, right? And you'll figure it out as you're in the trenches doing, right? Because even worried about that when you haven't done anything is procrastination.
Jules laid out the perfect blueprint on how.
I was going to say, yeah, he's like a great example. I feel like he came out of nowhere, and then it's like he's all over my timeline. He's tagging like he's tagging people, and he's being tagged by people.
Just something,
yeah,
and it worked.
Jules and Aaron were probably the best examples of how to grow and how to meet people.
Oh my gosh, Aaron was killing it. Yeah.
Well, and also too, just like go on our 3 profiles, right, and look at who's replying to our stuff, like reply to our stuff, engage with our stuff, tag us, like we'll retweet you, and then that'll get you in front of more people too. And you're naturally going to kind of find who you fall in with, and it'll be easier once you're doing it consistently, right? Like you're not just going to put out one video and then 25 people are hitting you up wanting to collaborate. It's you put out a video, once a day for 2-3 weeks, and then people start to get familiar with your face. You come to lives like these, you reply to engage with our content. Then people start to recognize your name, and then that's when kind of you start to pick up momentum.
Yeah, we all mainly do FBA, but right now it makes more sense to FBM products because there's a lot less competition, and the warehouses are backed up, so it makes sense to FBM stuff right now. But yeah, like you figure that stuff out as you go. So many of you guys expect that it's going to work in like a week, and I'll actually promise you that it won't work in a week. Unless you got the occasional unicorn and such, right? Where all the whole gang catches on. But like no, it's going to take a while. And that's why almost none of you guys will do it, right? And that's why the few guys that do will get substantially better results than those that don't.
Storefront stock Twitter profiles.
Yeah, reverse source.
Surprisingly, that works a lot better than you would hope it would.
Definitely. Yeah, Pat. So Pat said, great vid showing your income statement. Really helpful to see all the expenses I had no idea about. So first of all, thank you for the feedback. Second of all, everybody's business is going to be vastly different. So because I don't have a warehouse, because I use a 3PL, yes, I have a lot of operating expenses, but if I had a warehouse, that operating expenses, I'd probably have another like 10 to 15 categories, right? Just like warehouse expenses, office expenses, all this other stuff that you don't think about. So I wish more people would do videos like that just to I'd like to see it for I'd like to see somebody break down their P&L that operates a warehouse, right? Because that would be informative even for me. Like there's stuff that I've forgotten about from my warehouse days, but glad you liked that video.
Prep,
How much do you guys
for wholesale
pay for?
Could be under like 80 cents, 85 cents. For,
Yeah.
Okay, bro's 14. Okay. Talk to your parents, man. Honestly, that's like the biggest piece of advice I can give. If you like purely on like actually seeing how to do Amazon, can probably help out with that, but it's purely talk to your parents in terms like.
Wait, he says, how do I handle an account as a 14-year-old trying to gather money to invest in real estate as I'm in college? He's 14. He's in college?
No, brother.
Oh, as I'm in college. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I probably deserved that one, but I was like, wait, am I? Like,
that what you had that
it's
one?
still different these days.
Yeah. Cool. Sweet. All right, guys. So if you guys got any questions, any last questions, let us know. We'd love to help. But what you want to be worried about, right? 0 day handling time. Get a repricer on if you haven't already. Watch my tutorial. There's a link down below. If you need all the auto ungated ASINs, those are in the description as well. We got the free training going out tomorrow night as well, right? And then, you sell the Xbox, right? You FBM, you buy, you FBM, you replenish, you tweet a picture, you tag all the boys, right? Then you buy some more, then you FBM again, then you tweet the picture with the boys, right? Then you buy, then you FBM again, right? But seriously, like take this time very, very seriously. You're going to miss this when volume slows down in January. You have to dig in. You have to go do RA. You have to be doing the pickup orders. You have to be doing if you want to take this seriously, right? Like now's the time to go take it, squeeze it, take it all the way to the moon, get that momentum and never let go.
So Ruben, good question here. I'm getting started with wholesale a little bit. What's your number one tip for approaching wholesalers using email? The number one tip is be concise and be specific. So don't tell your life story. Don't send 3 paragraphs. Say, hey, I'm Corey. I run a retail business. I'm interested in these specific brands that you carry. These are the specific SKUs from those brands that I'm interested in. Can you help? Right? Simple as that. And then when they reply, you send them almost like just like the products that you're interested in, itemized with quantities. And that way they'll see you're serious and they're not going to blow you off like the other 100 Amazon sellers that hit them up.
I mean, the specificness of that is huge. It can't be understated or overstated, I guess, whatever one it is. Like a specific SKU, a specific brand line, product line that you're interested in is going to convert way, way more.
Cool. Sweet. All right, everyone have a great night. We will see.
Do you do credit checks for all? I should because
that's good answer.